Hi everybody, welcome to Josiah's Right. So we are here at Patchwork in Santa Ana. So Penny and I are just going to walk around and show you around a little bit of patchwork. So you can see each of these tents represents a different vendor. All these vendors, it's all handmade or sourced that kind of way. It's all very unique. Everything's really cool. I will say this, it's a little bit heavy on soaps and jewelry for me, but there are still plenty of other things that you can kind of find. As a collector, there's some really cool things. There's a lot of really unique art from the artists themselves. It's dog friendly, so you'll see a lot of dogs. It's kind of on the edges, there's these different food trucks, so that's kind of sort of forms a perimeter you can see going from one to the other here. Each of the food trucks, I'm not a big fan of food trucks as I've shared before, but I do like the fact that they're there, the fact that they provide options. Again, you can see just a lot of vendors, and it brings out a very diverse group of people. Diverse in terms of the vendors, diverse in terms of what they're selling, diverse in terms of the people that are buying. I've actually sold at this show before. They have one in Santa Ana, one in Long Beach, and one in Oakland. And the only one I have not sold at is the one in Oakland, as it's a little far from me. As you can see, Penny's making friends with a dog there. But the other two, I've had great experiences. I've really enjoyed it. I've always really also enjoyed the camaraderie of the people around me. I'm selling things that aren't like what most of the other people are selling, so there's no competition, at least with myself and them, so it just kind of creates more of a sort of a friendly atmosphere, at least the way I see it. Sometimes at a Comic-Con or something, everyone's trying to sort of peddle the same thing, and therefore it's a little bit different. Here you can see Judy purchasing something. This was actually some sunscreen and some deodorant and lotions, things like that. It's all really healthy stuff that all natural and no chemicals and no byproducts, and that's a lot of what you find. Penny was really into this tree. And this year, they moved it slightly from before. This is actually the second time, I believe, it's in this location in downtown. So it's slightly moved in downtown Santa Ana. But in the new location, it's actually, one thing that's really cool is it has this sort of open courtyard. It felt a little bit disconnected, kind of getting from one segment to the next was a little bit disconnected, whereas when I vended and went there in the past, it kind of all flowed together a little bit more. But this central area is really nice. Penny was able to run around and check out some things, and it was the challenge was on me to keep up, but it was a really cool that they had this sort of open space in the parking lot, although it misses a little bit of the charm of being in the downtown sort of area. Even though it's still downtown, it just sort of shifted a few streets over. And one other thing you'll see coming up here in just a second is right on the 4th Street Market, which is a really cool thing in downtown Santa Ana, where you have it's an indoor food market with a lot of different food vendors. And it is right outside is where we were walking just a little bit ago. You see the vendors here, some of the food you can get. Great stuff. I highly recommend going here, even if you don't get to go to Patchwork. Definitely check out the 4th Street Market. So that was Patchwork in Santa Ana. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you at the next craft show. Bye, guys.